Hello everyone, this is a video review of Hansers in Billings, Montana. Hopefully you can see me fine. My truck ran out of fuel. This is a Ford F-750. They called me up and said we found the problem. The truck was out of fuel. I said, how can that be? I had another tank that's completely full of fuel. They said it was good to go. Come pick it up. I'm going to show you how it came out of the shop. Like I said, this is just a perspective of one person in this situation, but I think it says a lot to their mechanical skills. So today is the 19th of January. I went to Sheridan, Wyoming. I've run about 250 miles, so I'm going to show you some information now. This is the front screen of my truck. As you can see, it says that I have 416 miles to empty. If you look over here on the fuel gauge in the corner up here, right here, you will see that it's completely full, even though I've driven all day long. Okay, we're going to look right down here. You can see there is a selector switch for the fuel. You can flip to the right tank, which is the passenger tank. You can flip to the left tank, which is the driver's side tank. I've had it on the driver's side tank. This is the tank that it's reading. It's reading full. It's reading I have 416 miles to empty. The problem with this is that is not the tank it's pulling from. And that was why I ran out of gas. If you go outside of the truck, I'm going to step outside, you'll be able to see, if you look real close, there's a nice big fuel tank right here. And if you walk around to the other side of the truck, forgive me, it's a little windy here in Billings, you'll be able to see there's another big fuel tank. Now, if we open up this tank and we look inside of it, we can see there is no fuel. Okay? It's low, which I'm about to go fuel it. And this is the only tank that's pulling fuel right now. If you walk back around to the other side of the truck, onto the driver's side, the one that I told them was full of fuel when I took it to them, that I had switched over to, okay, you can see there is still fuel right there. I can literally reach down and touch it. It is right here, all the way to the top. I am still having the same exact problem that I had when I took it to them. All they did was put some fuel into the gas can that was out on the passenger side, and it started. Now while I'm doing this, I'm going to reach down here and I'm going to switch to the passenger side tank. You'll hear the click now. And you'll see that the mileage doesn't change and the fuel level doesn't change. I am now on the passenger side tank, and nothing has changed at all. Still reading 416, still reading full. Now I'm going to switch back to the driver's side tank. Once again, nothing's going to change because that's the tank it's stuck on. So I am pulling fuel from the passenger side. The gauge and the odometer sensor is reading the driver's side. So I have no way of knowing how much fuel is in the truck except for knowing how many miles I've traveled. And this is how they sent it back to me. Now it could be that the mechanic over at Hansers thought that this was a Ford F-750 that had a line that connected both tanks together. But even so, when he found the one tank on the passenger side empty, you would think that he would have checked the tank on the driver's side as well to make sure they had the same level. Or he would have looked to see if there was a selector switch, because Ford has different models. And that is the only grace I'm going to give Hanser, is that maybe he assumed that the driver just ran it out of fuel myself. Although most commercial drivers don't do things like that. Not to mention the Ford F-750 has a dummy switch on it. It's what I call an idiot switch. So when you get down to like 40 or 50 miles of fuel in your tank, it starts dinging, ding, 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 and a big fuel pump comes on your digital screen and it tells you low fuel level, and then you reach over and flip the switch. So I called Hansers this morning, trying to get to the mechanic and talk to someone and see if we couldn't get it back in. They took my number and said they would call me back. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a possibility they still might, but I am rather disappointed in their service so far. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a good day. Talk to you later.